Catholic bishops rebuke U.S. mass deportation of immigrants. Elizabeth Diaz reports in the New York Times from Baltimore, where the Catholic bishops held their annual fall meeting. America's Roman Catholic bishops on Wednesday rebuked the Trump administration's aggressive deportation campaign in a rare and near-unanimous statement that framed the immigration crisis in starkly moral terms. The statement, passed at the bishops' annual conference in Baltimore, did not call out President Trump by name, but the context was clear. The bishops said they oppose the indiscriminate mass deportation of people and pray for an end to dehumanizing rhetoric and violence, whether directed at immigrants or at law enforcement. We as Catholic bishops love our country and pray for its peace and prosperity, the statement said. For this very reason, we feel compelled now in this environment to raise our voices in defense of God-given human dignity. The bishops, who were often divided by American politics in the Pope Francis era, showed a united front in standing behind Pope Leo XIV, the first pope from the United States, who has spoken out for immigrants and urged U.S. bishops to do the same. We lament that some immigrants in the United States have arbitrarily lost their legal status. We are troubled by threats against the sanctity of houses of worship and the special nature of hospitals and schools. We are grieved when we meet parents who fear being detained when taking their children to school, and when we try to console family members who have already been separated from their loved ones. The statement overwhelmingly passed, with 216 anonymous votes in favor. 5 bishops voted no and 3 abstained. Also on Wednesday, the bishops formalized a separate guidance document for Catholic hospitals, which says that they must not provide interventions that aim to transform sexual characteristics of a human body into those of the opposite sex. Before the vote on the statement on immigration, Archbishop Paul S. Coakley of Oklahoma City, the newly elected president of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, told the room, "I am strongly in support of it." Pope Leo expressed a specific desire for the bishops to give a united statement on the issue last month when Bishop Mark J. Seitz of El Paso hand-delivered some 100 letters to him from immigrants. After a full day of public meetings in Baltimore on Tuesday, bishops huddled privately and discussed what to include in the statement for 5 hours. Some worried that a statement could create backlash from the White House on issues like religious worker visas that the bishops are trying to address. But unlike some previous annual gatherings this year, on this issue, the bishops presented a largely united public front. Cardinal Blase J. Cupic of Chicago, where federal agents have conducted immigration raids for weeks, praised the statement's near-unanimous support. On the floor, he had suggested an amendment to make explicit that the bishops oppose the indiscriminate mass deportation of people. It was quickly approved. This is a time of really reflecting on what's happening, and to not be afraid to respond to the need to defend the dignity of people, he said in an interview. Some prelates, like Bishop Oscar Cantu of San Jose, California, wish the statement was even stronger. But the amendment from Cardinal Cupic really gave the document gravitas, said Archbishop Thomas G. Wenski of Miami, who had strongly criticized the immigration detention center in the Florida Everglades known as Alligator Alcatraz. This summer, he drove there on a Harley-Davidson with the Knights on Bikes, a motorcycle ministry, to pray the rosary at its entrance. On Wednesday afternoon, as the bishops discussed the final amendments to the statement, Bishop Jose Maria Garcia Maldonado came to a microphone on the floor. As a new bishop, this was his first bishops' conference, he told the room. He asked that the statement speak not only to migrant families, but also to immigrant priests like him. As a migrant person coming from Mexico to the United States, for me and my whole family, thank you for this, he said.